Hey, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again today. Hey, one of the things that I think is unique about me is I happen to be one of those people who get really passionate, as you see, about Disney and Starbucks and things like that. But I also get passionate about products I purchase that I think are just so awesome. Today I'd like to share one of those with you, the Ninja Toaster Oven. Stick around and I'd like to share with you why I think it is one of the best toaster ovens that we could have purchased. We purchased this toaster oven on January of 2021, and we have used it literally every day since we purchased it, and we love it. I'm going to take you through a few items of how we cook them and why we think it's the best, and give you even a few tips. So stick around to the very end, because I've got something that you won't see on other review sites about this. Now, I'm not, a trained reviewer or chef. I'm just a home user who really researches what I like and why I like it, and then I would like to share my experience with you. So stick around as we make a few different items, and I'm going to show you how we make them and how they come out. Okay, right out of the box, this Ninja Foodi oven comes with a great brochure of instructions like one would expect, explanation and details of all the different options to cook with, from air fry, air roast, bake, toast, bagel. It even dehydrates and keeps food warm. Well, it gives you clear instructions on how to use that, as well as recipes to build something that they call a sheet pan meal, which is pretty awesome. We've yet to do that, to be perfectly honest, but it's got a lot of things going on here. You open up the oven, and there are a few trays tucked inside. First thing underneath is the crumb collector, which is really nice, comes out fully. It has this air fry basket, which again for air fryer meals is just very large. You could create some big meals. One thing we've done with it is you come back from a restaurant, takeout meal these days, a lot of takeout, and you've got a big portion of French fries, and you're like, normally would throw it away, because who wants to reheat French fries in a microwave or put on a full oven? But you put a few down here on this tray and, reheat them, and they crisp up beautifully. Great option for that. Then you have your baking sheet right here. Good size. And then, of course, the oven tray itself, where you could cook a pizza on it, toast, of course. And that is, obviously, this is a toaster oven, and it's going to replace, usually on our counter, the toaster. So let me show you, first off, how it makes toast. Can it even do toast well? Okay, first off, we just lay out our toast on the oven tray. And look at that. These are those large pieces of bread, and easily fit 4 pieces on there. If you're doing a more standard square bread, you could do up to 9 pieces. So, which is always wonderful, because you've got a toaster and you're making a breakfast for a family and it can only do 2 slices. Maybe you get a 4-slice toaster, but with this you can do up to 9. It's wonderful. You roll the dial down to toast, or you have bagel option if you keep rolling the dial. You select the button for how many slices. We're going to do 4 slices. You select how much you want your darkness. I don't like it too dark. I'm going to take it down to 3, and then you just press start. And just like that, at 30 seconds, this light fades on the inside, shows you your toast and everything in there. That fade on's pretty cool. You can see the steam coming out the top, and you can tell already inside that the toast is looking really, really good. A nice loud beep to alert you. And look at that. Beautiful golden toast all the way around. On both sides, the bread looks great. Really, really good toast. And a toaster oven obviously should make wonderful toast. But I'm going to show you a few other things as well before we settle how wonderful this toaster oven is. Or as they call it, the digital air fry oven, because it is so much more than just a toaster, right? All right, one of the things that everybody wants to make is a frozen pizza, right? But who wants to heat up an entire oven for 10 to 14 minutes of a frozen pizza? This is one of the beauties, again, of a toaster oven, is that it heats up quickly, it cools down quickly, and it cooks quickly. So, let me show you how we do this. This is a standard 11-inch frozen pizza, cheese pizza, and I'd like to share with you how we do this. All right, let me show you how we do this. Obviously, we just open it up, put the pizza on that rack. Look how much extra space there is. You could clearly cook a larger pizza with no problems. Put that on the center rack and close it up. We just spin this here to turn the power on, and we're going to choose bake. Then we want to make sure that we choose the temperature which we want. This pizza tells us to cook it at 425. Now, we have found that because the elements are so close to the pizza, we really don't need to cook it quite as long as the instructions say. We cook this pizza, we found, at only 10 minutes. Once we've got those settings in, we just push this button and it starts. Takes a moment for preheating, but it preheats very quickly. And then the cooking will commence. Okay, we're on the last 45 seconds here, and if you look in that big open window there, you can see that its edges are browning up nicely. And what's about to happen in just a moment is one of the coolest things of this oven. Watch this. Watch. Look at it. And here it is. The light fades on at 30 seconds, just prior to cooking when you think you'd want to look in there and see what's happening. Of course, you can turn it on sooner, but that little fade on of the light's a really neat feature. So, you may like your pizza a little crisper than we do, and so obviously leave it in longer. Times vary depending on your taste and preferences. But here it is, done in just 10 minutes. The beep is going to happen to let us know that it is done. And one of the best things about this toaster oven, as opposed to a regular oven, is that now the heating elements have actually turned off. So, there's no leaving it in the oven, forgetting about it when you walk away for a few minutes. It just goes off, and so your food isn't going to be ruined. It warns you that it's still hot, and to not bother with it. There it is, a nice hot crisp pizza, ready to be sliced and served up to our family. Okay, let's be honest, especially if there's only two in the house like us, you don't always want to cook a meal. You buy some pre-made items. So we found these incredible tray bakes already prepared from Costco. This is a ravioli beef lasagna. Fantastic. It cooks up a casserole as well. Come back at the end and we'll see how beautiful this looks. Here we are an hour or so later. A beautiful tray-baked lasagna. Very little that this oven can't do. I can't wait to dig into this lasagna a little later. Alright, in addition to everything else we've cooked, let's try some actual brownies. A real bake. Not just some tray cookies, but an actual bake. Let's give this a shot. Alright, let's check back in about 45 minutes or so. Okay, I'm so excited to see these brownies. They smell so great. Look at that. Just a beautiful tray of brownies, perfectly prepared. Hey, I put a link for one of these divided brownie trays in the link below as well. They make great brownies, having good solid edges on everything. Who doesn't like the outside edges, the crisp edges on brownies? So, there you go. You can bake as well. For safety measures, it warns you that it's still hot, and so not to touch it and to be cautious around it. And just like that, after it's done cooling down, the word flip appears on the display. And if you've done any research, you know this is the coolest feature. This is what separates the Ninja Foodi from any other toaster oven, countertop oven, is this word flip. What does that mean? Well, watch this. You just take the edge here, and flip it up, and look at that. That is a beautiful thing right there. Most of us don't have a lot of counter space to give up, right? Smaller kitchens, kitchens without ovens, apartments. We just have this small space on our counter, and we can't give it up to one of these giant toaster ovens or countertop ovens. There may be some that are so highly rated, but they're huge, and they would fill up this footprint on your counter all the time, and be even this tall, and just be looming on your countertop. But this oven, it's shorter. Yeah, you can't bake a roast or a chicken in here, but frankly, most of us are fine with doing that on our grills or in our ovens. Most of the time we want this to make toast, pizzas, snacks, cookies, brownies, tray bakes, air fryer options to dehydrate as they had. We don't need to do everything on this, and roasting a big bird is not our daily thing, right? So we want our counter space back. And just like that, flip it up, and there you go. The best reason to get the Ninja digital air fryer. All right, let me show you something here too that makes it really good to clean. You take out the crumb tray, dispose of any crumbs that may be on there. Flip that up, and look at this. That opens up so you have access to do cleaning inside there. Be careful with the elements, you don't want to break that, but you have full access in there that you don't have to go deep. I'm sure most of us would think, well, I don't want to reach my hand in there to try to clean in that little space, but when you open up the full back, easy access for everything. A wonderful product, very well thought out. Okay, so I told you if you stuck around towards the end, I'd give you a tip that I found incredibly useful. And so here is pro tip for you right now. We all know that cooking with parchment, or at least most of us do, know that cooking with parchment helps with cleanup and making sure our pans don't get too dirty. They're non-stick. It's a wonderful thing. But most of the rolls that you get at the grocery store are not the right width and length, and you have to trim them down, and there's waste, and it just takes time that just is so annoying. So why not get pre-cut squares? 12 by 12 inches fits perfectly inside the sheet tray that they give you. Pro tip, awesome. There's a link below where you can purchase these at Amazon. I might get a small commission, I don't know. I'm trying to set up this channel and have some of those things, but just want you to be aware. Get those. What a difference it makes. You just pull them out of the cupboard, put that on there, start your bake, and you're good to go. Well, if you stuck it out this long, you seem to like something I had to say in the way I was saying it. And I'm a relatively new channel. My wife shows up with me occasionally on some of our videos. And I would just invite you, if you would, to like and subscribe, comment below, help this channel grow so that I can continue to bring you some of the lifestyle reviews, Disney, art, Starbucks, travel, different things that my wife and I are interested in and passionate about, and I'd love to share with you. So please go ahead and make sure you do that. And honestly, if you can afford it, it's not that crazy. Get this Ninja digital air fryer oven. It is really awesome. Again, we got it at the beginning of January 2021. Here we are, the end of February, and we have used it every day, often multiple times. What a great deal it is. I don't want to start up my big oven. Again, why do I want to start up an oven that takes 10 minutes to preheat only to cook some snacks or cookies or something that only takes 10 minutes to cook? What a waste of energy. It just is crazy. This little oven on the countertop that flips up out of the way is a fantastic find, and I am so excited to recommend it to you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you will enjoy this, that you will purchase one of these. I think that this will be a great addition to your home for all the reasons I've mentioned and so many more that you'll find when you make items that you'll enjoy it. Would you consider, if you liked this presentation, would you consider buying me a cup of coffee in appreciation? There's a link below on how you could do that and support us continuing to make these sorts of videos. We appreciate your partnership with us, and again, like, subscribe, come back, really help us get this channel off the ground. We'd love to have you be with us. Bye-bye.